Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife, Marie. And you are going in Smackdown Live.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going In the Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, a little notify bell next to it, and make sure you always get your new Going In Raw notifications. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. It is a great way to support Going In Raw. Without the Patreon, we would be probably doing something completely different than what we're doing right now.
I'd be stretching somewhere else.
Probably something, you'd be in your cubicle stretching.
Yeah, my neck would probably be in worse shape than it is right now.
Somebody calling you like, God, where are you? I'm supposed to be looking at this house today.
Be like, it's miscommunication, lady. Sorry.
I got a couple of new patrons I want to give some shout outs to. Alex M. Martinez, 23 with onions. Jake Lill, O'Shea Woods.
23 with onions.
23 with onions, that's their name.
That's good.
And Louise Marie. Thank you to everybody out there for supporting Going In Raw.
Yes, thank you very much.
Really does go
thank you.
a long way. And then, of course, we've got YouTube channel memberships available now.
Yeah.
If you've always been curious about that bonus content that we do, 5 episodes every single week. If you've been curious about that, didn't want to dive into the Patreon, all you got to do is click that join button on YouTube. It's $5 a month.
Yes.
And that also goes a long way towards supporting Going In Raw.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways. Let's talk about Smackdown.
Let's talk about the thing. The
that's
video
right.
that actually overshadowed
Screw Smackdown. Let's talk about Jon Moxley.
John Moxley. There's
Juan
actually
Moxley.
plenty to talk about with SmackDown. Even though I told you this before we started with SmackDown. It felt like a decent episode of Raw more than a good episode of SmackDown.
Okay.
But anyways, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Right in the middle of the West Coast feed of SmackDown Live TV, Jon Moxley.
I don't know who that is. What is that? What does that mean?
It's Dean Ambrose.
But his name is Dean Ambrose.
Kayfabe man. His other kayfabe name before he went to WWE was Jon Moxley.
John Good.
When he was Deathmatch King.
Deathmatch guy.
CZW champion.
Yeah.
So he put up a video on his Twitter. Apparently he doesn't tweet very often. So you could tell this is of great importance that he's tweeting it.
Yeah.
When he's not much of a Twitter guy.
Not much of a tweeter.
A very highly produced video featuring the former Dean Ambrose.
This was not just a video, Larson. This was a short film.
It was cinematic, yes.
Yeah.
The metaphor is fairly obvious here. Breaking out of prison.
Yeah.
On his way out of prison, he gets his arm caught in some barbed wire. He takes barbed wire.
There were some barking dogs.
He's fleeing through the streets of Los Angeles.
There were some actors playing cops. There were sirens.
Yeah.
I think they had to have used at least a fog machine.
Yeah.
Because there was some fog there.
I mean, they got some sort of prison location, too. That ain't cheap.
You know what we'll do on the bonus episode today? We'll actually just load up the video.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And watch it.
We'll watch it and find Easter eggs. There is a couple mentions, obvious mentions of 25. In the very beginning, there's some tallies on the wall. And there's five tallies of 5. That's 25.
That is the number 25.
And then later on,
the Viper Room logo has
a 2
dice.
and a 5 on the dice.
Right.
Of course, what happens on May 25th?
We're in Vegas. We're going to get blotto drunk. Hammered.
Well, double or nothing.
What?
Double or nothing.
What is that?
That's the show we're going to. That's the reason we're going to Vegas.
Oh, that's why we're going there?
Yeah,
I thought
we're not
we were
going there just
to
go on a 3-day bender.
To
no.
go to Scores.
No. I'm not going to spend 3 days at the roulette wheel, sadly.
Oh, man. What a bummer you are. We have to go there for work, really?
Yeah.
All right.
So, Jon Moxley to AEW confirmed. No, probably not.
Seems to be. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why else would he have the number 25 in 2 spots.
It could just be coincidental.
It could be just be
Maybe he really liked the Viper Room. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. I am kind of surprised. I figured the dude's a millionaire.
I thought he might take some time off.
He would just chill.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what I would just chill. Maybe this is going to be a news. We don't know what this is. The especially the when it showed his name MOX. It was like he had downloaded in Envato.
Yeah, man.
The thing that we use for our titles. We're not like savvy in terms of like tech stuff. I just go to this website and download a template.
Yeah.
I put in our logo, and it looks like $1 million bucks in After
After Effects. Out a really
Effects.
professional looking thing.
People are like, man, your count out logo is really cool. Yeah, I know. I'm
really
with you
cool.
on that one. It is cool.
really cool.
I didn't do it though. I found it. So it's like you said, it is very, very highly produced. I'll be honest with you. I really hope that there's no wrestling involved here. I want to know what, now that he's broken out, another cinematic short film, what happens to this Mox character next? I don't care about in the ring. I want to know in cinematic form. What shared universe is he a part of, Larson? The Prison Break shared universe now? The Die Hard franchise?
I hope it's the Countdown universe. So Rusev can pull a gun on him.
Yes, that's perfect.
That's what I'm hoping for.
That's great. So all that's good. Yeah.
Now let's talk about a couple other things. A lot of people are saying this is really highly produced. No way he could have done this himself.
Man, this didn't cost more than $20,000. Get some friends.
It depends on how much of this they did guerrilla style versus on the up and up.
He's all about guerrilla style, man. That's John Moxley.
So they just kind of broke into some dilapidated, vacant prison.
Yeah.
Shot the stuff there.
Got some fans.
Stole a cop car.
Put in some cop. Well, I wouldn't go that far. I don't remember seeing an actual cop car. I remember
there was a shot with the sirens?
There was like a dashboard cam kind of shot with sirens that are like with light that was blinking on the car.
Yeah.
You would need some sort of siren-esque thing. It's incredibly, it's entirely possible.
Siren, you can just Foley that. You can put that in later. You just need the flashing
lights.
That's
for sure. You can literally get on YouTube.
And that's actually the better way to do things.
Right.
So you have full control over all your audio.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I saw someone tweeted at us that they thought this was a work, him leaving. Dean Ambrose, I guess, is leaving. But John Moxley is going to be in WWE.
Man, if you can provide one shred of evidence that WWE would be that creative, I will give you $1,000 right now.
Because everything else they put in front of us shows that they are not.
They are bereft of anything this interesting. They are. I'm sorry. They are.
There was blood in the video that unto itself confirms.
And there was blood in and he like grabbed the barbed wire and wrapped it around his arm.
Yeah, man, he's gonna go out there. He just wants to do death matches again.
I guess he just wants to do death matches because there was like broken shots of broken bottles.
Yeah.
So seemingly he just wants to fight Jimmy Havoc.
I mean, that's cool.
Or Nick Gage. I think Nick Gage retweeted the video or something like that.
So did Cody. Well, Cody liked it.
Cody liked it, yeah. But he'll like anything that symbolizes, somebody's unhappy, somebody's disinterested in going all elite, and I'll like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins retweeted it.
Well, yeah, that's his brother.
Yeah, that's his friend.
Yeah, he's
good buddies.
Giving him some rub.
So I would anticipate we might not get any idea of where he's going, but we might get some more details later on this week about this video. Maybe we'll get some director's commentary.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll be talking more about this in the Friday news show. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, this video, especially for those of us who watch on the West Coast, completely overshadowed SmackDown.
Here's one. Sorry, not to interrupt you, but I did. Here's one thing that I sort of would pause when it comes to him going to All Elite Wrestling. Tian Turner's still going to have standards. And
I know. I thought that this morning.
He's not going to be able to show up, and it could be a matter of him just wanting to exercise some more creative freedom. Yeah. Maybe he thinks he can get a lot more out of what he has to offer in a place like Cody is proposing All Elite's going to be. We still don't know what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
But maybe he thinks, hey, I'll be able to do more stuff like this, some interesting cinematic stuff. Maybe they'll, my wrestling style can be loosened up a little bit.
Yeah.
My character can be more what I want it to be.
Thing is like
it doesn't have to be bleeding every time. And saying the
exactly,
F-word.
exactly. I wouldn't anticipate him, pouring blood out and cursing endlessly on their broadcast show, but on pay-per-views, that could potentially be a different animal.
The blood aspect of things is a Vince thing. It's not a network thing.
No.
I mean, if you look back during the, I don't know how much they bled during the Ruthless Aggression era on TV as opposed to pay-per-views.
Pay-per-views all the time.
Pay-per-views all the time. I don't recall. I mean, there was the was it like a TLC match, something like that with Edge and Ric Flair. Flair was bleeding all over the place.
Yeah.
I think that was on Raw.
Yeah, it was on Raw.
So I mean, I don't know. Maybe Turner, if they do land there, would be okay with a certain level of hardcore activity.
Yeah. And that, anything more extreme than what you typically get on a WWE pay-per-view, I'm sure they would reserve for their own pay-per-views. We're not going to get like CZW level stuff, I doubt.
Yeah.
Light tubes and whatnot, I doubt that.
Man, I don't want to see any light tubes.
I really want to see that either.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing we'd probably, especially if Moxley's involved, we'll get a little more creative, hardcore wrestling.
I'm fascinated to
found in
see. I mean, regardless of what he does, now that it seems like he's coming back to wrestling, what he envisions his. Now that he's sort of post WWE and has a handle maybe on what he could do within certain limits, but outside the limits of WWE,
Yeah.
what he'd do.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Should be pretty cool. So moving on. Want to talk SmackDown? You want to talk? Or are we going to talk about Saudi Arabia tomorrow?
We'll talk about Saudi Arabia on the Friday show because there might be some more background to that. We can talk more about apparently Brock retiring from MMA because that's what Dana White said. Might be some more background on that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's Dana White said kind of offhandedly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But let's talk about SmackDown. In a nutshell, thoughts on the show?
I thought it was fine. I was still disappointed that they didn't do any matches to get into Money in the Bank.
Yes, very much so.
I was disappointed in that.
Here's the thing. Why are they treating Money in the Bank like an obligation? That's what it feels like. Like, here, we got to get this out of the way. Let's announce the competitors in the ladder matches with no build. There is just an overall lack of urgency, I feel like.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Because, I mean, I mentioned this before we started. The opening segment with Kofi, given what happened the previous week, I don't know. It felt odd that he was just totally cool going out and doing an interview segment to kick off the show, like a recap of everything that led him to the title. That felt like something that should have happened to like the SmackDown or the week after WrestleMania. Not right there. Imagine if the show had started with him and Xavier Woods looking backstage for Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I always love when they would do that back in the Attitude Era on Raw.
It's urgent. There's urgency there.
Raw would always open up backstage. Stone Cold was tromping around looking for somebody to beat up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And you could have hit the same story beats at some point, like say he's going around backstage, can't find Kevin Owens, comes out to the ring and drops a promo. You don't need the video packages of him getting the title. We don't need that. We know those story beats. They happened 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I didn't mind him coming out and doing the promo because I think that he needs more of a spot. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I kind of dig it because number one, it separated him, I think, by necessity from Woods, from Xavier, because he's the champion. The New Day is not the champion. It's Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
And he just I think he needs to demonstrate. It's easy for him to get lost in the New Day when they're all together. And granted, I know Big E's out right now, so he's not going to be around for a while. But I liked that the spotlight was on him to say his piece. And I thought that he did a very effective job with the promo. This was my thing about SmackDown. I thought it was fine. I realized what my big issue with Roman Reigns being on SmackDown was. Why it feels so out of place. Number one, he had a handicap match against the B team last night. I think that was the worst. He had a handicap match against the B team.
That was.
Hold on a second. We got one quick stream. I think I'm going to try to reboot it.
All right.
Okay. So he had a handicap match against the B team, and then with Elias as the guest ref, right?
Yeah. Well, he wasn't even the referee; he was the enforcer, but he was the ref.
I just saw ref stripes. I figured he was. Was there an actual ref in there?
Yeah, Kyoto was in the ring.
Oh, okay.
He actually is the one who counted the pinfall too.
Oh, okay. I saw when Elias counted the pin. Honestly, I was like, what do I care about this match? I think that's what my deal was. Like, what do I care about this match? I saw Elias try to count a pinfall.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even get it. Here's my problem with Roman Reigns on SmackDown. This is a massive thing that's just bugging the crap out of me. There's nobody that's legitimate for him to fight there. Look at Raw. Who do we have on Raw? Where you have, let's see here. I'm trying to think. 4 guys off the top of my head, that the WWE has basically given us as main eventers.
Yeah.
Drew, Braun, AJ, Seth. 4 guys.
You can toss Baron in there too.
Yeah, okay. I'm thinking of 4 guys who, if they were to move to SmackDown, would all be instantly the top guy.
Yeah.
These are all guys that WWE, and I mean, you can throw Baron in there too, that WWE has basically told us these are the guys fighting for the Universal Championship. They have been wanting it for ages now, and the Universal Championship is everything. Roman Reigns used to be the 5th guy.
Yeah.
Well, AJ wasn't there, so he was the 4th guy. Roman Reigns then goes over to SmackDown, and there's nobody there that is a main eventer. There's nobody. Kevin Owens is an upper mid-card. Kofi Kingston, the champion, is basically an upper mid-card guy. He's not even an upper mid-card guy. He's a tag team guy with the New Day up until he won the WWE Championship. And so they're still establishing him as a strong singles competitor. That's still happening. There's nobody now, especially with Daniel Bryan gone, and that's the big thing. Like, Daniel Bryan was the main event guy. He's a legitimate main event guy. There's nobody else there. So Roman is in this weird sea right now of fighting Shane, Elias, and the B team, who are all way below him in the eyes of what the perception that WWE has given us.
Yeah.
That's why it's so weird that he's there, because there's nobody else. There's nobody on SmackDown for him to fight.
Not right now, no.
Maybe Orton.
Yeah, maybe Orton.
Once they've established Lars a bit more, maybe Bray.
I'm going to circle back to what we were talking about before. When I mentioned the bit with Kofi about him having more urgency, I didn't have a problem with them separating Kofi from Xavier Woods at this point.
Yeah.
Just to kick off the show, imagine if Kofi was going backstage, couldn't find Kevin Owens. He goes to Xavier Woods, hey, keep looking. I'm going to go out and call him out, essentially.
I don't disagree with you. I think every week, it didn't bug me, because I think every week should start off with some awesome action. Whenever Raw gets their asses handed to them in the ratings like they did yesterday, oh boy.
Down 30% from last year.
Oh, it was terrible.
30%.
Next week, I expect they're going to come out. Something's going to happen again. It's
going to be a situation where they bring their B plus game, or Vince freaks out and micromanages everything, and it's worse.
I guess that's possible. I mean, you can't lay the blame at Baron Corbin's feet.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll sign Goldberg full time. I don't know what they're gonna do. But yeah, I don't know. They got problems.
Yeah. But I feel like creatively overall, this isn't just something that's particular to
There's
one
never a
particular
sense of
brand.
urgency.
There's no urgency
never
for anything really anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as Seth won the Rumble, I mean, granted, he apparently had an injured back. No urgency.
Yeah.
And when it's good, it's because it's urgency. When the build up to Kofi taking on Daniel Bryan, that was all about urgency.
I've really liked how they've sort of handled Bayley lately, because I feel like there has been a sense of urgency. The Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans stuff on Raw had a sense of urgency.
Yeah.
I really like it. Lacey Evans came out, said 3 things, and then went at Becky Lynch.
And
it works when there's a sense of urgency.
And I thought the end segment, when Kofi just came out, didn't say a word, took his shirt off, and rushed down the
yeah.
ring. Urgency. That worked out well. If they'd opened the show with something like that,
Yeah.
I thought that'd have been really, really good.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you. Kofi comes out. Let's see here. We're still in sort of talking about SmackDown a little bit.
You want to hit?
Let's see here. Yeah, the Roman stuff I didn't like at all. And Sean Ross Sapp even pointed out on Twitter that Roman Reigns had already fought B-Team on Raw last year.
Yeah.
In a handicap match.
I know.
Let's see here. What else did I like?
Well, I like what they're doing story-wise.
I loved Almas's quick promo on.
Saying I don't respect you.
I have no respect for you.
Now that you're in the ring with me, Randy Orton, maybe you'll learn something.
You can learn something. 12-time WWE.
Yeah, you missed one somehow.
He doesn't
but
care.
That's fine. But I like the storyline direction they're going with Owens and Kofi. I think it's pretty solid.
Oh, I like it a lot.
It's just just imagine if the urgency was there.
Yeah, I like it. It'd be elevated.
Yeah.
But the strength of personality and Kevin Owens is such a good heel.
Yeah.
Makes it really. I really, really dig it. I think it's great.
It's good. I just feel like it could be better.
Yeah, that's just WWE for you.
Yeah, no, it's irritating.
Let's see here. I don't even know who they're going to give those tag titles to. The Hardy Boys had to give up their tag titles. Lars Sullivan came out, and I don't know. I guess they're just doing a Lars is Brock, but from 20 years later thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, before we continue, we'll get to our recap here in just a moment. But first, here's a word from the sponsor for today's show, Quip. Hey, Larson, spring is here, which means it's time for some spring cleaning. And maybe the most important place to keep clean is your mouth.
Okay. Yeah. In just 2 minutes, twice a day, you can help pave the way to a healthier mouth and mind with Quip. And now with the new Kids Quip, the whole family can get refreshed.
Kids Quip has the same 2-minute timer and guiding pulses as original Quip, but with no childish gimmicks, so they can brush just like a grown-up.
The new Kids Quip brush is the same as the original Quip, except just whoop, scaled down. Kids are inspired to brush better and more often when their toothbrushes look and feel like the products the adults in their life use. Help them develop grown-up brushing routine without childish gimmicks.
I love that Quip features a built-in timer that gives me a pulse every 30 seconds to let me know it's time to switch sides because most people don't brush for a full 2 minutes or brush their teeth evenly.
And I really like that Quip makes keeping your mouth clean easy. Brush heads are delivered every 3 months for just $5, which is great for me because I don't like leaving my house.
No one does.
Yeah, no. Those are just some of the reasons why 25,000 dental professionals and over 1 million happy, healthy mouths love Quip.
Quip starts at just $25, and if you go to getquip.com/goinginraw right now, you get your first refill pack for free. Again, get your first refill pack for free by going to getquip.com/goinginraw.
Thanks to Quip for sponsoring today's episode, and you're really helping out the show by going to getquip.com/goinginraw.
So the episode started off with, like we said, a Kofi Kingston interview, and they do like a very lengthy recap of his push to the title.
And
Michael
win,
Cole is
yeah.
in the ring with him interviewing
Yeah.
him.
And
You see
he-
Corey cut his hair. Was his hair cut on Raw?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah. Well, I noted the Iconics were great on commentary.
Yeah, they were fun.
And yeah, he doesn't got the poof anymore.
wow.
Yeah, it looks more like yours.
Oh, that's interesting.
He still looks amazing.
Well,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael Cole describes Kofi's win at WrestleMania as one of the greatest WrestleMania moments of all time.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And Kofi says, if Kevin Owens just wanted a shot at the title, all he had to do was ask.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said last week when he was stepping on his head, saying, I want this. He just kind of said, all right, well, let's make it happen, Money in the Bank. Challenge issued.
Let's do it at Money in Bank.
Owens shows up on the ramp. He accepts Kofi's challenge and then says, all these people here, they don't think you're championship material.
Yeah.
And I can tell looking at you right now,
You don't think you are either.
you're in over your head, floundering in the water.
You don't think you should have that title, kid.
Nope. And then Xavier Woods attacks Owens from behind.
Very quickly, though, Kevin Owens turns it on him, super kicks him. Kofi runs up the ramp to make sure Woods is okay,
And then Owens flees backstage.
and he takes off. Yeah, Xavier got jobbed out pretty quick on that
Yeah,
one.
he did. Anyways, backstage, get a segment between Kofi and Xavier Woods. And Kofi's telling Xavier, hey, dude, you don't need to get involved in this. I got it taken care of. You got your own life, your own family to worry about. You don't need to be out here getting super kicked to protect me.
Yeah.
And Xavier put up a little bit of resistance to that, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
After that, really good match between Bayley and Becky Lynch. This is like the two best Bayley matches we've had in a long time in 2 consecutive weeks.
Are they doing this because they were going to do it originally, or are they sticking it to Sasha Banks? Or are they trying to show shots that, hey, look, we're doing good stuff.
You could be in this position on Raw. I don't know.
Right, or do they just not care about that? Are they just doing what they're doing?
I don't know.
I
mean, I was reading stuff yesterday after that bit with the Revival getting their or the back shaving bit.
Yeah.
There was like, are WWE trying to embarrass the Revival by having this segment? Like, what's really that embarrassing about having someone shave your back?
Yeah. In story and out of story, it's fine.
Like, who cares?
It's totally cool.
Like, if you got lower back, like back hair in the middle of your back, there's really no way you can shave
you
that.
know what
You
was
need
more
someone to do it for
embarrassing?
you.
When they were jobbing to the Lucha House party with Lucha House rules.
Yeah, the 3-on-2 matches.
That was more embarrassing.
It really was, because it was Lucha House Party. The face is obviously cheating to win.
Yeah. That was kind of embarrassing. In
A lot
any
of
event,
embarrassing
yeah,
going
this
on
was
with
a
that.
really fun match.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good, I thought. Especially to start, is like there was a sense that they had some respect for each other, because there wasn't. It was more technical based. A lot of pin attempts, a lot of pinning combos, not a whole lot of striking. To one point, Bayley slaps Becky, and then Becky responds with a forearm. From that point on, it got much more aggressive, much more violent. In the end, though, Bayley goes for a top rope elbow. Becky gets her knees up, follows with a disarm her. Bayley taps out.
She's my pick to win Money in the Bank.
Oh, Bayley, hell yeah.
She just lost to Charlotte and Becky clean.
In really good matches.
She might walk out of Money in the Bank
Champion, yeah.
as SmackDown champion.
Yeah, I would not be surprised by that at all.
Then you have 3 incredibly strong.
Because Charlotte comes out, and she doesn't just focus on Becky. She lays out
she
both
lays
of them.
out, yeah, exactly, yeah. This is a 3-way thing, and I think Bayley's going to have that title. I wouldn't be surprised if the huggable, inflatable guys went away, too. I'm kind of surprised they still have them. I wonder if they're going to – because I think they're going to try to – and they have to be very careful with it. I think they're going to try to Becky up Bayley a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, she takes these losses. People like her. I'm not sure how people are going to respond to her taking the title off of Becky if that happens. But it'll be very interesting. They're going to have 3 very, very strong personalities.
Has anybody ever done this? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So you got your Money in the Bank briefcase.
Here, yeah. Got it.
Whoever is the champion is either in a match or just finished a match.
Just finished a match, okay.
And in Becky's case, it made the bank her second match.
Are we assuming she's taking on Charlotte second?
Yeah, I think they've as they've been advertising, and that's how they put it.
It feels like
but I think they've said that. I think first they said.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what I said on Raw.
They always refer to the Lacey Evans match first, but I didn't know if that was because Raw comes first.
So, the protocol is you get to the ring, you tell the ref you want to cash in, the ref tells the timekeeper announces it, ref rings the bell, match starts. Has there ever been a case where someone runs down the ring, their would-be opponent is really laid up, and instead of taking the briefcase to the ref first, they take some sort of foreign object or weapon and beat the heck out of their opponent before saying, I want to cash in now? Can you think of an instance where that's happened?
Haven't people used the briefcase itself?
They've used the briefcase, but what if Bayley runs in with a briefcase, puts it down somewhere, or gives it to the ref and says, give me a second here, gets a kendo stick and starts beating up on Becky a bit, and then says, all right, now I want to cash in. Has that ever happened?
I don't know if...
Cause I'm just thinking back to...
I don't know about foreign objects specifically.
Very often when Becky was...
Somebody on chat will know instantly.
Yeah. The leading up to the Survivor Series especially, she seemed to employ the kendo stick quite a bit. And wasn't afraid of using foreign objects for her benefit.
So Patrick Sparks, the early response is he thinks Edge might have done something like that.
All right.
That sounds like a very Edge thing to do.
That sounds like a very rated R superstar
Karsten says Alexa did that last year?
Oh, I don't recall.
Did she do that last year? My memory is just for crap, to be honest with you. It's terrible. No, Mandy is in the match, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, okay.
Sonya said, "Yeah, you can have."
Cody agree. Yeah, Alexa did that last year.
So they probably won't do it again this year.
That's cool. And I would love for that to happen, just because I can already see the look on Bayley's face. She ain't necessarily proud of it.
Nope.
And I'd love it if she came out, did it, and didn't even raise the title, or maybe if you want to be a real dick, stand over Becky and do that,
and say you ain't
but
shit.
Not
you,
towards the crowd. Yeah,
you ain't shit. You.
There's a great Photoshop somebody did out there. I just saw it on Instagram, I think, of Becky's SmackDown Live image, with the SmackDown Live thing behind her, and she's going like this.
Yeah,
and somebody photoshopped some middle fingers
that's
there.
Funny. Well, here's the thing too about if Bayley uses, particularly the kendo stick, go all the way back to her feud against Alexa. Where she couldn't bring herself to use it.
Cody says in the Nia Jax Ronda Rousey match, she brought in a kendo stick.
Okay. But think about it that way, where Bayley, they had that kendo stick on a pole match, and Bayley couldn't bring herself to use a kendo stick. Bring that all full circle. Granted, it's not against Alexa Bliss, but
if Bayley, dude, here's the thing. This is if you want. Honestly, no, what you're saying is totally true. If you want, the crowd would eat it up. If you want Bayley to get some of that Becky thing going. She comes down. You're right. She comes down with a kendo stick. She just destroys both competitors. They throw that match out, right?
And she doesn't care. She says, "Oh, I'm gonna cash in."
What
now.
do I care? She cashes in. The match restarts as Bayley versus Becky because the other match is done, and she wins.
Yeah.
Bayley to belly sold really strong, and then boom,
Bayley to belly on the kendo stick.
Yeah. Oh, on the kendo stick.
Yeah, why not?
It might rival Shazam impersonator versus Superman impersonator.
Man, that was a hell of a match
from W. Steve W.
That was a hell of a match. That was a really solid match.
Anyways, so yeah, good stuff.
Anyways, next we had a Aleister Black promo.
This one made a little more sense.
It made a lot more sense and wasn't as overwritten.
Yeah, this was good.
He says, let's talk about fear. And you think you've conquered your fear, and then you just got pinned 1, 2, 3 after eating a black mass.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the actual the lines that he said, but yeah, it was basically that. When they look in my eyes and they see fear, and the ref counts 3 many pins, and I win. Yeah, it was good. I like that.
I just want to see him wrestle.
Yeah, me too. But I like this stuff. You know what? You know what I like about it is it means I think they have big plans for him.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's what I think it is. Ricochet just rolls out there. He loses to Bob Roode. He ain't gonna win Money in the Bank. He's just in there to do fun stuff. Alistair, they're letting him talk. He's probably not gonna be at Money in the Bank. He's just talking, and then eventually they'll wheel him out, and he'll just start black massing people left and right.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Did you get any hint of heel from Aleister Black last night?
Mm-mm.
I wish somebody had the transcript of this in, because when I watched it, I was like, is anything he's saying heelish right now?
I didn't think anything he was saying was outwardly heelish.
I don't know if a guy that cool looking could be. I mean, he's not going to be booked as a chicken shit heel.
No, I think everything I've gotten from the first two, especially this last promo,
just really cool dude,
is that he's going to just kick ass.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
That's all. This needs to be his character. Keep a mystique about him.
Yeah.
Have him kick a lot of people in the head. Mm-hmm. Have him pick up a bunch of wins, and people will like him.
Yeah.
Don't force any particular character archetype on him. Don't make him good guy or bad guy. Just make him Aleister Black.
What does fear mean to Aleister Black? That's the
title from WWE.com.
Yeah, but it's probably going to give me look at him always scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does fear mean?
He's got a great face.
He's got everything about.
Oh gosh, why are you doing that?
What, you're not into the pizza portal
not
from
at all.
Little Caesars?
Not in the least. Anyways, next.
Why would you not want to go into the pizza
portal? Can you turn on like closed captioning on there so you get the?
Yeah,
I'm serious.
I know. We'll find out in a second. There's no pizza portal closed captioning. Of course, WWE doesn't have closed captioning.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it later.
Right.
Come on. Next, we had the Hardy Boys come down the ring. Jeff Hardy had to walk with crutch, so you knew he's not going to be in the ring for a while after last night.
Nope.
So Jeff instantly says, well, you want to know how I got hurt? Here, watch this video. And there's a highly produced video of Lars Sullivan destroying everybody, kind of culminating in him destroying Jeff Hardy.
And it had old-timey filter on it, too.
Yeah,
it had, like, film scratches and stuff.
Yeah, no.
I mean, look, kayfabe, I would like to think that he's back there in production.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, can you make it look a lot cooler? And for context, put everybody else getting the freak accident too.
It culminates in me getting destroyed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So he says, Lars Sullivan, he hurt me, and now I need surgery.
Yeah.
I think he's got a bum knee. And then Matt grabs the mic and says, yeah, now we got to vacate the tag titles. So he grabs Jeff's belt off his shoulder.
Yeah.
Just pulls it off.
Very handsy.
And then just takes the belts and give it to the timekeeper, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, were they short on time or something? Because he was very quick about that.
Yeah, I know. And then Lars Sullivan comes down the ring. He starts going after Matt and then tosses him from the ring. And poor Jeff's in the corner. He's trying to get out of there, but he can't because he can't walk barely.
Mm-hmm.
And then Matt gets back in. He tries to put up a little bit of fight. Instead, he eats a massive freak accident. And then Lars turns his focus back to Jeff. And then R-Truth runs in with a chair, hits Lars with it in the back. Lars turns around, no-sells it. R-Truth swings again. And Lars punches the chair out of his hand.
Gotta admit, that was a pretty cool bit.
That was neat.
That was pretty neat.
That was neat. And then he lays out R-Truth with a freak accident and another sit-down powerbomb. And he walks back up the ramp. And what's Jeff Hardy doing? He's laying face down on the floor. I don't think he got touched. He was totally playing possum. He's like, if I just lay here still enough, Lars won't mess with me.
Yeah, it's a smart move, man.
Oh, it is, totally. Just when I saw that, I started chuckling myself.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he's just laying kind of against the barricade where the ringside area meets the foot of the ramp. Yeah, he's just laying there.
Dude, just get under the ring, man. He's not gonna fit under the ring.
And after that, they, in perhaps an even less dramatic way than Raw announced participants in the Money in the Bank ladder match, they had the graphic and they just filled in the blank.
They had a bunch of vacants.
Yeah, they just filled
in the vacants.
So Mustafa Ali,
like
awesome.
Doing the lottery. Oh, what numbers did I pick?
I know.
Mustafa Ali, nice.
But then you get the money, 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 money song playing in the background. Yeah. So you got Mustafa Ali. He's in it. That's great. Finn Balor. I mean,
shouldn't he have just a match?
Objectively, it's awesome because Finn is great. However, yes, he should be defending the Intercontinental title against Andrade.
Maybe they'll do both. They could do both. They're not going to do both.
Andrade, he's in it too, and then Randall Orton's in the match as well.
Yeah, what we had written down, because we didn't think the IC title was going to be in that match. What was our prediction for that?
It was Mustafa, Lars, and Aleister Black, and
Robert Roode or
Orton.
Yeah, Randy Orton. So yeah, Lars apparently is going to have a match against, I don't know who, maybe a couple people.
R-Truth probably. R-Truth and Matt Hardy.
Yeah, but didn't he just literally murder Archer? Like, what kind of match is that going to be? R-Truth.
Uh,
He can't even like get a chair shot in on the guy.
no.
That'd be a terrible match.
Weapons match.
Can it be like R-Truth and Matt Hardy versus Lars Sullivan?
Yeah.
But Lars is gonna win, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. I mean, hey, you know what? At least they gave us the vacant slot filling thing, and we didn't have to endure 5 minutes of
promos. I understand
people just
that,
yapping
yeah.
at each
I
other.
understand that, but at least with on Raw, there was announcements made. So actually, they made one announcement, and that person came out like, "Oh, who's next?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We get to see them interact in real time, but we didn't get that. Next tag match: Kairi Sane and Asuka taking on some local competitors, and the Iconics.
We're on commentary.
And an absolute joy.
You gotta be joking me!
So
They're so funny, dude.
So good.
I love them.
Anyways, Kairi Sane picked up the win, pitting one of local competitors after an insane elbow.
I really love when they let. I love when they let people like. So when Braun was going on his thing where he was eating up like 3, 4, 5 local competitors at the same time, similar to that, a dominant team like Kairi Sane and Asuka.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to watch them eat people alive.
Yeah.
It's great. It's so much fun.
Yep.
Boy, all sorts of YouTube stream problems.
Yeah, what's the deal?
I don't know, man. YouTube's gonna be YouTube.
Yep. Next, Roman Reigns comes out. He drops a promo, says, "Well, I'm big dog of SmackDown. This is my yard."
Yeah.
And then Shane comes down, and he's talking about how he punched Vince, left him laying, or Roman's talked about that, and then Shane says, "Oh, like we left you laying last week, Elias and I." And then Roman says, "Well, why don't you come on down to the ring right now, and we'll have a fight." And Shane looks at his watch, says, "No, I can't do that. I got to hop on the jet, fly up to meet Coach Harborough
Yeah. Harborough.
up in Michigan."
Harbaugh.
It's Harbaugh, yeah.
Harbaugh.
At least Corey tried to cover for him. But he says, "I know someone who will fight you. Enter."
It's like Favre thing. You know?
Well, that's actually spelt Favre.
Favre.
It's actually Favre. That's actually his name is
Harborough.
spelled.
Yeah, but I can see Harborough is not that far away from Harbaugh.
Well, it's still not right, anyways. Says B team, who I guess are now heels.
Are they going to be like a? They're not going to be like a I don't care. I don't care.
Yes.
I do not care.
So they will fight him. And then Elias is supposed to be the guest referee. He's even got his shirt, his tank top with the referee
Right.
stripes on it.
Yeah.
And they cut the commercial and cut back, and Mike Chioda's in the ring refereeing the match.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck?
I
thought Elias was supposed to be the ref.
I was just milling about during this. I was like, oh, what's on my phone today? Because dude, come on. Roman versus the B team? Really? It's not good.
Mm-mm.
Like, there's no threat there.
Mm-mm.
There's not, like, is Roman going to lose to Elias at Money in the Bank?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, here's the only thing about this Money in the Bank match. Because it's so lopsided, maybe there will be so many shenanigans that they'll find a way to have Roman lose because it's so lopsided.
Well, here's the deal, too. Here's something to consider. It depends on the order of the matches. If Roman and Elias go on before Miz and Shane, it's possible Shane could interfere.
Mm-hmm.
But if Miz and Shane goes off first, Shane's going to be so beat up from the cage match, he's not going to have an opportunity to come out and help.
Yeah, Miz
Elias.
is totally winning that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think they're not going to have Roman debuts on SmackDown and then the loses to Elias.
No, not at all.
There's zero way for that to happen.
Yeah, and it doesn't make it terribly interesting then. It was cool when Roman hit a Samoan drop DDT combo on the B team. That was neat.
that was fine.
And then Roman hits Superman punch. Curtis Axel goes for the pin. Elias pulls Chioda from the ring. And then Roman kicks out a perfect plex from Curtis Axel. Elias goes down, gets his guitar, thinking of hitting Roman with it. Instead, he eats a Superman punch. And then Roman pins Axel after spear. At that point, Chioda had come to enough. He counts the pinfall.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just kind of lame. This next thing was not lame. It was Mustafa Ali and Finn Balor versus what was that?
No, there's... What the hell's going on here?
That's weird.
It said like vegan something
Vegan
promo.
H promo.
Yeah,
that was an awesome note. Versus Orton and Almas. So Orton has a little picture-in-picture promo, and he talks about the most dangerous briefcase and letters in the WWE.
Well, that's hoping he would say is like, after I win Money in the Bank, the most dangerous combination of letters would be RKO MITB.
Oh yeah.
But he didn't say that.
No. that's not great. I'll be honest with you. You get a C plus.
I think it's better than what he said, though.
Did you see his response to Bray Wyatt?
That was great.
On Twitter. All he did is
make production spend $2 million on projecting some bugs in the ring.
Oh man,
that was good.
So anyways, so then Zelina Vega and Andrade come out, and she's like, all of you have a chance to witness the best in the ring, Andrade. And then he gets on the mic, and instantly I'm happy. Because if he's screaming in Spanish, or if his English is getting muy bien or muy bueno these days.
Yeah.
It's getting really good. Fiend, I have no respect for you.
Yeah.
Ali, I have no respect for you. Orton, 12-time world champion. If you tag me in, you can learn something, man.
Yep.
Oh, man. Me and Liam, we gonna beat you. Remember that from Lebowski?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And his bowling partner's a rando named Liam.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What a great movie.
Anyways, at one point, Finn goes to the top for a coup de grace. And Zelina holds his foot so almost can pull him off the top rope. He hits his double knees. Finn kicks out at 2. But then Mustafa pins Andrade after a sling blade from Finn and a 450 from himself. They're not having him do the 054 anymore. He hasn't done it forever.
Well, he almost murdered Daniel Bryan with that thing.
This was for a long time, as far as I know, that this ever happened. And then Orton hits an RKO on Finn, but then Mustafa super kicks Randy out of the ring. So Mustafa stands tall to end the segment, so that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, that is good.
And then and then we had an Ember Moon interview. She's in Money in the Bank ladder match. Failed to mention earlier on that they said, well, did I not make note of the Mandy Rose thing? There it is. Yeah, we forgot to mention it. Mandy, after the tag match, women's tag match, they cut backstage, and Mandy and Sonya are watching, and Mandy says, I just talked to McMahon. One of us can get an opportunity to be in Money in the Bank. And
Mandy was like, oh, yeah, I totally think you should do it because you're so great. And then Sonya Deville was like, I know what you're doing. You're buttering me up so that I should say, no, you should take it, and then you're going to take it. And then Sonya Deville's character is great. She's so I don't know. She just comes off as so natural.
I know.
She was like, I actually do think you should do it. You've been on a good roll lately.
You were close to winning the title.
And this is yours to win.
Yeah.
And Mandy Rose is very happy about that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was a good little moment between the two.
Yeah, it was good.
But
I like that cool. A lot. Ember Moon interview. She's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And then Carmella comes in. Is she heel now again? Or is she just talking trash? I don't know.
She's talking trash.
She's in the match, too.
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, at Money in the Bank.
I guess so. And then our main event segment was...
We'll find out if she brings Ellsworth in to win for her.
Oh, gosh. Main event segment, Kevin Owens show. Supposed to be featuring Xavier Woods. However, Owens calls out Xavier Woods after talking trash about New Day and how they sell stuff. Xavier doesn't come, so instead Owens pulls an Xavier Woods action figure out of his pocket, stands it up on the chair.
This made me laugh because he referenced the term battle pack. He said, oh, but you're not alone because you came in a battle pack.
And then he produces
Big E.
Yeah, with a taped up leg.
Mm-hmm.
Stands it next to Xavier Woods on the chair. Talks more and says, doesn't matter. These toys are garbage. Kicks the chair over.
Yeah.
And then Kofi walks out on the stage, stares at Kevin Owens for a second, very deliberately takes his shirt off, and then runs down the ramp.
Yeah.
Runs down the ramp to the ring.
They go at it. They start brawling. They brawl outside the ring. Eventually, Kofi tosses Owens over the announce table and then throws an office chair on him. Hits him in the leg. That might have hurt. I love office chairs.
Yeah. And then KO, they're kind of like all brawling hockey fight style. And then Owens puts his thumb in Kofi's eye, flees to the crowd. Show ends with Kofi standing on the turnbuckle, talking trash to Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Finally, some urgency to close the show.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Got to build to it, man.
Exactly. No, I understand building to it. I'm not suggesting that Kofi gets his hands on Owens to begin the show, but by the end, yes.
Yeah.
Because imagine if he's going everywhere backstage and the arena's like, Kevin Owens, where are you? Ooh, Kevin Owens, I need to find you. He gets to the ring, tries to call him out, and maybe Xavier Woods still backstage looking for him, and Owens sneak attacks Xavier Woods back there, and they show on the Titantron. And then Kofi runs backstage, try to find Kevin Owens. Can't do it.
Yeah, good.
The whole episode about Kofi's search to find Kevin Owens, so Kevin Owens can get these hands.
Yeah, this is going to be a really good match.
Oh, I think so.
They need Kofi, and I think Kevin's doing great work here. They need Kofi to get some really, really good, solid, high-profile wins and some brutal matches, and that title victory will mean all the world. And then eventually, I mean, because there's no other heels, you just fight Lars Sullivan, I guess. Lars Sullivan becomes WWE champion.
Yeah.
And then Roman takes it off him.
Yeah, probably.
I do like how they've really sold the crap out of Lars Sullivan. Like, they've done more with Lars on main than they did in NXT.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like in NXT, he was just the guy who's like kind of a monster who just would talk way too much, which I kind of appreciated him talking a bunch because he has like that weird lisp.
Yeah.
He's got a very distinctive personality, but sometimes you just need to be like a friggin' monster.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes being a monster is good.
I think economy of language could benefit certain performers.
Yeah, sure.
Him speaking in very brief segments would probably be best suited for his talents.
Time to take some questions.
Yeah.
Oh man, Cody Miles is so great. What was that weird noise?
I don't know what happened.
Cody Miles provided a transcript for the Aleister Black promo.
Cool.
He's like the best. Cody Miles is my favorite.
Fear is a powerful, paralyzing tool, and it is in man's nature to fear what we don't understand. See my opponents try and figure me out, and by the time they think they do so, the referee has counted 1, 2, 3 many in my favor, and any hope of conquering that fear has simply left this earth. This flat earth. It's so flat like a pancake.
He continues.
You see, what happens is they took one look into my eyes, and they don't like the abyss that stares back at them, because it unveils a truth about themselves, a truth that allows them to fade to Aleister Black.
That was what he said.
No, he didn't say that. Before we continue, Antonio Nunya mentioned to us on Twitter here. Don't know if you guys know, but Mox is Latin. It means soon.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Soon.
Thank you.
Soon.
Thank
Thank you for that.
Let's see.
Michael Forbes, we got a new member. Michael Forbes, welcome. Thank
Michael
you.
Forbes, love the magazine. Michael, you're doing a great job with the magazine. It's all about wealth and business.
Good
stuff.
Ernie Acosta, thank you. Jay
Well, if you
Sean.
have a really good business, what do you earn, Larson?
Yeah.
Wealth.
Are you billionaire, yay or nay? Jay Sean Lawrence, if possible, can you rank tag teams to take the SmackDown tag titles? They got to make some. Probably Rusev Nakamura. That got to be tops. They're the only team I can think of on SmackDown right now.
They're the only team. I mean, they just wander out there and here's the titles.
Yeah, you're the only team here now.
You're the only team.
Or Heavy Machinery. They're like the only two teams, really.
This is Dash Wears Big Money Pajamas. Asks, how would you guys rebook the Wild Card Finals? I don't even know where to start with that.
Oh, that's great. Man. Jose Alaguna, if you could create your own Vince lore, a la he doesn't like to sneeze and never sleeps, what would it be?
Oh, man. He spent millions upon millions of dollars on a chemical he can ingest each morning, which turns his waste to powder. So he doesn't have to spend extra time using the bathroom. His poo and pee just and comes out of his body in powder
form. That'd be uncomfortable to kind of try to produce powder from your urethra, though. It kind of needs to be liquid.
Well, no, it just sort of comes out in really small amounts. As it doesn't stream out. It just like he just sort of opens. He's got some powder. It's like baby powder.
That's what it is. He doesn't
it's like talcum for his.
He doesn't like syrup on his pancakes because when you use the pancake thing, the
it's
the
worst.
There's always a little bit that makes your fingers a little sticky. And he can't stand that. He can't stand the idea of having sticky little fingers.
And it's animalistic to lick your fingers.
Yeah, he can't
from
do that.
The syrup. That's what Steve does.
He hates that. Charles Miller, Steve, you heard.
Wait, what does he do? How does he fix it though?
He doesn't put syrup on his pancakes.
That's why?
Yeah.
Well, couldn't he just have somebody... Shane!
No, because then he sees Shane doing this, and it drives him crazy. Charles Miller, Steve, you heard Cornette's podcast with Meltzer. They get into some old school wrestling history. I want to hear that too.
No, you're not allowed to. He
Apparently not.
DJ Booty Dan.
He's assumed that I already heard it. Maybe
says regarding the Moxley video, there were guns in it. Bullet Club, New Japan confirmed.
Tommy Cat, hey friendo, stoked about the Moxley tease. Loved him in CZW. I want to see him versus Tom Lawler. Been catching the replays. Was touring the Baltics. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. There's been some info apparently out there. Alex C is bringing this up, and then I think Cody Miles brought up a link, well, from Ringside News, about Brock wanting to retire after 36.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Julio Contreras, thank you. Mig, thank you. Nick C, I didn't send any super chats yesterday, yet I heard my name. Do I have an imposter out there?
Uh-oh, NWO Nick C. We have to keep a...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Woo!
Jimmy Thomas says, do you see Authors of Pain picking up the SmackDown tag titles? When are they going to come back?
I don't know. Is Akam cleared?
I saw one of those guys had a training
Razar,
video. That was
right?
Razar?
I think
okay.
so.
Yeah. I don't know.
Toby Whittle, first live stream. Keep up the great work, homies. Thank you, Toby.
Mason in the Dark, if you had to pick a UK guy to pull double duty whilst in a feud with Kofi, who would you choose? You can't choose Pete Dunne, nor Walter.
Jordan Devlin, then.
The ace?
Mm-hmm.
The Irish ace.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That's a good choice. I'm going to go, of course, with Liverpool's number
I thought you were going to
one.
say Eddie Dennis.
Oh, man. Why didn't I say Eddie Dennis?
These hurt, though, so he can't really do that.
Ligero. I'll go with Ligero. No, Joseph Connors.
There you go.
Ooh, new UK today. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to head over to the Patreon now.
Yes,
we got
please.
a Patreon thread here. Let's see here. Posts. Ligiru. 20 years. All right, SmackDown thread. Here we go. All right. Louise Marie already asking this about Ricochet, Money in the Bank. How many times is he going to jump or flip off of ladder?
One jump, one flip. In that order.
Is he going to jump from the top?
He'll jump from the... No. Maybe he'll do a thing where he'll jump kind of like off the ropes onto the ladder, jump on the floor, but then he'll do a flip off the top of the ladder, yeah. Like a springboard thing.
Yeah, he's going to do a thing where he either goes from the corner or the ropes to the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely going to get at least one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would say this. Just
and
watch.
A shooting star press off the top of the ladder.
Yeah, just watch. Well, no, those ladders are like really tall.
Well, some of them are.
If he's already at the top, why would he would just grab the briefcase?
No, but it might not be under the briefcase.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like if you just look at the North American ladder match,
yeah,
there's going to be some stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
That's why they're bringing him in there.
Totally.
All right, let's see here. I don't get this one. I'm just going to read it out loud. I don't understand it. Wolfpack for life. Could they have had a qualifying match between a tag team, but switching people in the tag teams? Like Mandy and Asuka versus Sonya and Kairi.
Wait, say again?
A qualifier between two tag teams, but you switch people in the tag teams.
Qualifier for what?
Money in the Bank.
The lineup's complete.
He's saying before the lineup was complete, man. Could they have had?
I guess.
That's a bit convoluted right there.
Yeah, that's kind of too... It might be too much.
Maybe too much. Wolfpack for life is too much. Oh, this is a good one. Wolfpack for life also. This is a redemption question.
All right, good.
Because of his first one was a 2% botch.
Mm-hmm.
I just found out that Zelina Vega was in TNA as Rosita. What are some moments like this when you found something out that surprised you? When I saw Moxley with pink hair in WWE, that was weird. That kind of freaked me out. Like,
I just saw a picture. Undertaker's, I guess, entrance to WrestleMania 29, where all the souls were reaching out for him, and they had the picture of everybody who actually.
Oh my God! Yeah,
It was like Neville,
it's a who's who,
Sami Zayn.
Yeah, it's just NXT from back.
Yeah,
then.
it's NXT from the time. Like, oh my gosh,
but
that's
everybody's
incredible.
there.
Yeah,
there was one face in the back. I
didn't recognize. Yeah,
yeah, but everybody else was like, oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's always trippy. Anytime, yeah, that's actually a good point. Just go back and watch the first season of like NXT as it is now as a developmental, and it's shocking. Like whenever it's like, oh look at that guy, oh look at that guy. Who is that? Why are they? What is this Steamboat kid?
Yeah,
is he related? Obviously, because he looks exactly like him. Why wasn't? Because they were like really pushing him.
Yeah,
they were really pushing Ono.
Yeah,
it's shocking to see all that stuff. It's hilarious. It's really cool. Let's see here. Patreon site can be so and has me in the wood. Mondo Vulgare. Now that the Hardys vacated the title, should they just make the tag division exclusive to Raw since SmackDown is basically no credible teams? Maybe make the women's tag division SmackDown exclusive to even it out. I'll be honest, it's not a terrible idea.
No, it's not a terrible idea.
Have the tag titles, don't make them exclusive to anything. Have the tag titles cross-brand.
Yes.
And then just, while you have the women fighting for it on one, have the men fighting for it on the other.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Why not? Less teams, more quality teams.
Yes.
Let's see here. Therthabata, should Kofi drop the title to either Big E or Xavier Woods in a triple threat match that Kofi challenged them to as a thank you for everything they've done for him? That's not a terrible premise, though, as a thank you for everything they've done for him. Mm-hmm. That's not a terrible premise. I think Kofi should go over because I don't want the New Day to feud.
Yeah, I know. But
that's not a terrible premise. Let's see here. Luis Felipe de Castro Reyes. Should Kofi have a long title reign, or do you see the money in the chase?
No, I feel like since he won it, he's got to have a reign. Because if you have him, if you have him just have like a brief reign, it's going to feel like a Christian situation.
What's the?
No, I'm not necessarily sitting here. Let me backtrack a little bit.
What's the minimum number of days? Because I know what you're saying, and I agree.
But here's the thing too. Like, say at Money in the Bank, Kevin Owens does beat Kofi for it. That shouldn't be the end of championship pursuits for Kofi. I think it would make sense for him to get it back, perchance.
He would need to get it back to validate his title reign. He'd have to.
If he's going to lose it in the short term, he needs to win it back for that reason, or he needs to have a reign in excess of 4 months.
Well, let me ask you this. What's stronger? Him losing it to Owens, but then getting it back that next SmackDown? Mm-hmm. Sort of like a Stone Cold thing. Remember how you would like drop it and pick it back up? Mm-hmm. Or him, like, if you look at AJ's reign, very impressive because it was so long. Didn't really result in anything. I know, but
terribly memorable. That's
but I kind of think at the end of the day, like, you just look at the breadth of his career, and that's the impressive thing, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
there's nothing terribly memorable about that reign other than it was long.
Right. And sometimes it's kind of enough because you look at the individual and you're like, oh yeah, AJ Styles totally legit had that title forever.
Thing. I would imagine this day and age is very rare for someone to have a reign like Okada did. Not this current one, obviously, the one previous to that, where it was long and really impressive because every defense was incredible.
Yeah, WWE doesn't really. I don't really think WWE. No, it's in WWE's DNA to really do that.
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
You know.
Josh Little, power rank 5 wrestlers in All Elite Wrestling to feud with. You mean us? Who do you want to feud with in All Elite Wrestling?
Wait, what? Power rank 5 and to feud with?
We're a tag team. We're the Shit Twins.
Oh, wow, okay.
Who do you want to feud with in All Elite Wrestling?
I'm not certain that's his question, but I'm going to run with your interpretation
of
it.
That's good.
Well, number one, Private Party.
Yeah, man.
We're the new kids on the block.
Yeah, totally.
We're the shiny new toys, not Private Party.
Yes.
You think you got a cool party? Ours is a public party.
Number 2, Best Friends.
Yeah. Oh, right there. There you go.
We can challenge them for the title of Best Friends.
Oh, there you go.
You think you're best friends. We're best friends.
How long have you known each other? Really? Well, it's not 20 years. We win.
We win. We're best friends.
We're best friends.
3. Fighting the Lucha Brothers seems scary.
I'm not doing that. Nope. Not going to be Lucha Brothers.
That seems scary.
Sorry.
probably get hurt bad.
Well, Young Bucks would be good for the video YouTube
Notoriety,
collaboration
yes.
aspect of it.
Same with SCU.
We need to collaborate more. SCU would be great. Yeah, SCU. So that's good. That's like
4. Yeah, that's good.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not doing Lucha Brothers.
No, that's too scary.
Not doing that. I saw that Spanish
Oh
fly.
my gosh.
Why did he stop moving in the air?
No, it didn't look like his foot got cut or anything.
No, he just stopped moving.
He stopped rotating.
He was
over.
rotating and then he just stopped.
No, it was a pretty sudden stop too.
Oh God.
I mean, it's Pentagon, the hardcore guy from TNA, and then Ray Phoenix, who does all sorts of crazy spots. I would get hurt.
Yeah, I would definitely get hurt.
I would
I
get
have
hurt.
lots of this. It's not this. I have lots of this.
Yeah, I have a lot of fear.
Yeah. It's Todos Miedo.
Yeah.
Not Seto.
Yeah, total. Complete and total.
Totale.
All fear.
Yeah.
Yes. Any other questions?
Probably. Let's see here. Jay Lestrange, is Rawgate the reason why uploads on here have been botched lately? Been getting overrun disguised as ad-free show. I need to pay more attention, apparently, to what I'm doing. Let's see here. We'll end on this one. Oh no, this is a good one. Master of Memes, Blake Whitehouse. You mentioned this yesterday in Ricochet's odds for winning the match.
Yeah.
How do you 2% botch win a ladder match?
It could be one of those scenarios where two people are up at the top of the ladder and they're both, like a ladder match, pulling something off the ladder seems like it's, especially more so a title belt, I would say. You got two people up there fighting over the belt. Like, it seems pretty easy for someone to accidentally pull it off when they're not supposed to, you know? Maybe the briefcase is a little tougher because you actually have to unlatch it.
Yeah. If you're about to fall, you might grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about to fall, you might grab it.
Grab it and accidentally get the briefcase off, or more so the belt.
Oh, yeah, the belt, definitely. The briefcase is way different.
You actually have to unlatch it from the...
You have to unlatch it. I'm going to say this. It's a botch. Maybe you misheard the ref. Maybe you thought halfway through the match, the ref said, "You're winning."
Yeah.
You win.
Or how about this? Because you know that it's latched on. This is latched on with a little handle on the briefcase. Yeah. What if it's a
defect in the briefcase?
Yeah, and the handle you grab the briefcase, not to really get it, and you yank on it slightly, and the handle comes off.
Oh man!
And you're like, all right, I guess I won now.
So like in the video game, when you go for the ladder, when you go for the briefcase, and then somebody pushes the ladder out from under you, you're hold on to the briefcase. If that thing breaks, you're winner.
Yeah,
you win.
Totally.
There you go. I kind of feel like there's a good chance that like a ladder match might be up to like a 5% botch now that we think about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks so much for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. Overrun, we're going to do chat trivia today.
Correct.
And we got some non-news. There's all sorts of non-news floating out there. Is it going to be our daily Leo Rush update?
No, I was going to talk about Killian Dane today.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.